Today I'm going to make my predictions for the Blue Emu 500 at the Martinsville Speedway. And before I go any further, I want to add that I am doing a Pick 5 contest. And for many of y'all that don't know and wanting to join, all you got to do is subscribe to my channel down below and comment down in the comment section down below who do you think is going to finish inside the top 5. If you get 4 for 5 right, but it's got to be in the right order, you get an unsigned hero card. But if you get 5 for 5 correct, you get an autographed NASCAR hero card. I got autographed hero cards from all 3 series. Most of them are trucks, I guess you can say, and some Xfinity, couple of Cup, but yeah, I got those. But all you got to do is go down below, type in who you think is going to finish in the top 5, and remember to subscribe. But let's get started with this video.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
The last 5 winners at the Martinsville Speedway has been pretty much dominated by the Toyotas. But they have yet to win a race at Martinsville in the spring since 2017, and that was with Kyle Busch. But I'll get to that in a minute. But last year, you saw V2 of Brad Keselowski get the job done. He held off a hard-charging Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, the closing laps was a little faster, obviously, but he really caught on to something with about 3 to go, where he started riding the middle lanes in the turns, and 1s and 2 especially. That's when he chased him down. And he was getting real close to him on the closing lap. He just caught, Brad Keselowski, my bad, eventually just edged him out. But he held off a hard-charging Chase Elliott, which was pretty impressive. In 2018, you saw the 14 of Clint Bowyer gets a job done. This was a big win for him and this whole team. The team didn't win since 2016 at Sonoma with Tony Stewart, so they didn't win any races for the rest of that year. And 2017 was just a terrible year for that team. The 14 team did not make the playoffs, and I'm just saying, they head into 2020 with a lot of unknown. Could that be Clint Bowyer's last year? But he instantly shut up a lot of haters and people that were doubting him after that Martinsville race. He held off a hard-charging Kyle Busch to get his first win in the NASCAR Cup Series since Charlotte of 2012, which was in October, as a playoff race. You get the point. A long time. 6 years. That's a lot. In 2017, you saw the 18 of Kyle Busch get the job done. And in 2016, you saw Kyle Busch get the job done yet again. He held off a hard-charging A.J. Allmendinger. A.J. Allmendinger had a late race strategy, which could have had him getting a win and locking themselves into the playoffs. But still, second place for A.J. that day was pretty big. He could have, maybe if a couple more laps, passed Kyle Busch. Who knows? But in 2015, you saw Denny Hamlin win Martinsville. But if you do the math here, Toyota has won 60% of the last 5 races here at the Martinsville Speedway. But Ford is on a 2-race winning streak. So could Ford possibly be the favorites heading into this weekend? I don't know. But let's get into my top 5. Like you can see right here, here's my top 5. But in first place, I got the 14 of Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer is coming off a up and down last 2 weeks. He finished second at Bristol. Maybe with another restart, he would have probably won that race. But heading into Atlanta, one of his best tracks, he has some momentum, ain't gonna lie. And that race went on. He led a couple. I think it was 46 of them. And next thing you know, his right rear tire is starting to mess up. He has to pit, goes out, and has a 10-second lead over Martin Truex Jr. And Martin Truex Jr. actually chases him down. He was like a half a second faster than him every time you turn around. And that's when Bowyer started losing all the track position. And luckily at the end of stage 2, you saw the 34 of Michael McDowell spin out. And I say fortunately because it was a boring race. I'm not going to lie. At least someone wrecked at least. Just a terrible race. They got to repave that racetrack. But I'm not here to talk about that. But since that, Bowyer just went downhill. Last stage, he was running 17 seconds behind. And with about 15 to 20 to go, he had an issue with his tire. He had a pit. And that ended his chances of getting a solid top 10 finish in which I think if that would have happened, he would have carried some big time momentum into Martinsville, which he had won. But you know what though? He brought it home 20th, and he's still inside the top 12 in points. I think he's going to have a good night this Wednesday in Martinsville. I think he gets his first win of the year, but we'll see. But in second place, I got the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is coming off a great Atlanta race. Got a top 10 there. But he was pretty quiet, I guess you can say. He wasn't relevant until the later stages, but good for him though. In third place, I got the 9 of Chase Elliott. Like I said earlier, Chase Elliott is coming off a second place finish in last year's Martinsville Spring race, so I would think he'll be running up front for most of this race. And in fourth place, I got the 2 of Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski right now, in my opinion, is one of the hottest drivers in NASCAR. He won the Coca-Cola 600 2 weeks ago, and he won Bristol this past Sunday, or many of y'all listened last Sunday, I guess you can say. But you get the point, though. He's starting to get warm, and so is Kevin Harvick, so we'll see how that goes. But I got Brad Keselowski finishing fourth. But in fifth place, I got the 18 of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is coming off a top 5 in Atlanta last week. Good for him, though. But there's my top 5. Clint Bowyer, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Busch. But my dark horse is going to be the 43 of Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace is coming off a 21st place finish at Atlanta Motor Speedway, which isn't really that good. It's pretty bad, I guess you could say. But, though, I think he's going to turn things around at Martinsville. If many of y'all can remember, when he raced trucks and Xfinity, he was good at these short tracks. Xfinity did not race at Martinsville, but trucks did. And when he raced a truck at Martinsville, he was really competitive. Am I saying Bubba Wallace is going to get a win this week at Martinsville? No, I'm not. But I think he's going to get a possibly top 15 finish. But we'll see. But, though, the main question is, what is the weather looking like for this weekend's race at Martinsville, or week's race at Martinsville? The chances of them racing are pretty slim, but isolated thunderstorms reported going to happen there Wednesday, but we'll see how that goes. A night race might turn into a day race on Thursday, but we'll see. I'm sure that you'll have a lot of crew chiefs and engineers wondering what they're going to do to get adjusted for the right time. But remember though, everybody though, please like and subscribe and go down below and join the Pick 5 contest for this week's race at Martinsville. Peace.